Back, new day, new exercise. So today we will be working on another exercise of calendar and dates. I've already downloaded the file. You can go here and click on this file. You can get the all the documents, and this is the file. We have two tables here. One is this calendar and one is purchase table. So let's see. First is telling that create a relationship between the two tables by the date field in each. So let's go into the model view and then create the relationship one to many. Yes, right. Then between the two tables, calendar up to work quarterly, you should be on a matrix. So now we will be adding matrix, this matrix in the table here. So I will be choosing this matrix, and then we will be choosing, I think, the year, not the year, just let's just from the date hierarchy, you can take all the dates where first there would be year and then quantity, right? So quantity, not in columns, but in the values. So sum of quantity, right? In 2015 it's 8 and then 7192. So yes, we are getting accurate values. The ultimate aim of this exercise is to create the following table. Okay, see below for lots of help on creating these measures. So we need to create 1 2 3 measures, right? So first what we will do, we will just take, instead of the year here, we will take the day number, right? So I will be taking day number 1 2 3 4 as it is here, and then I will be taking purchase ID here, which is this one, instead of, and this will be in here, purchase ID, right? And I will use it as don't summarize. I think so. This is how it should look like. Purchase ID 311 to. So how is it? Like it's the sum or no, not using the sum, but let's say count, count distinct, count. Purchase ID. Let's check in the table the purchase ID, quantity, and these are the purchase IDs, right? So 2, 10, 13. Okay. So what we can take, instead of using this, we will use do not summarize it, and we will, yeah. So as you can see now in the purchase ID, I have 2 at the top, and then the day is 17, and I don't know why we have this here. So leave this for now. We will be creating 3 measure here, like year to date, previous month, and cumulative ratio. So if you have seen my earlier videos how we are calculating year to date, I will be showing you in this table. So I will create one new measure called year to date, where we will be using YTD, right? So it's mentioned here, count the cumulative year to date numbers of the purchase, use either total YTD function or the calculate date dates YTD combined, right? So year to date, I think we will take the quantity, I guess, previous year, previous, the purchase ID. So for year to date, let's take calculate function, right? And we will be adding count of purchase ID, right? And closing it. And then we will be using now date as YTD. This one, where we will be taking date from calendar date key, and the end year date is nothing. Like we can just close this and we can check if we are getting some accurate values or not. So I will be putting this measure here and we'll check. So right now, if you can see, we are getting the value as 5114. Something is not working here. So let's check what's not working. So let's go into the model view and check. So in the date key, this is the date, right? We need to, if you remember, we need to convert it into the date table, right? So I will click here and date key, choose this and save. After saving this, are we getting some different values here or not? Year to date. So it's just 5122. Let's make another measure and then we can get previous month, right? So previous month we can get as using date add, right? So we will be using calculate, then count of the purchase ID, right? And then we will be using filter as the date add on the dates and -1 from months. And if I click enter, then you will see that now I'm getting some values here. If we compare this with this, not right now. So for here, why we are getting the values here like this? Because we are using the date numbers only. If, let's say, instead of date numbers, if we choose a date key, for example, a date key, right? And then you can see the numbers are now changing how it is behaving, right? So instead of this, what we can do, we can use like month number, and then we can use year also, year number instead of sum, right? This is the month number 12 and year number if we take it here and we do don't summarize. So these are the values. And now the last measure that we need to find is the cumulative ratio. So for cumulative ratio, we will be dividing. So I will just add one more measure, not the column, but the measure. Cumulative. So we will be dividing the year to date with the previous month. We'll be entering it and let's take it in the percentage and here. So you can see now we are getting the percentage values also here. So that's how you solve this situation. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.